End of the month, so time for a writing update, I suppose. Quite a bit has happened since my last writing update. So if you remember in the last video, I mentioned that I was querying and a manager responded to my query and said that they wanted to take a look at the script. So I sent the script off. Well, right after I made that video and uploaded and everything, another manager that I queried requested the script. So I was just like, oh wow, I'm on a roll here. Like this is incredible. This is just like, oh, okay, all right. So two managers have the script, reading it, boom, boom, boom. Now I'm still doing my thing. I'm working on other ideas. I completely rewrote the third act of one of my romantic comedies. This was just supposed to be like a kind of quick rewrite, you know, just to make sure that it's cool and everything. But like I said, I ended up rewriting the entire third act. I'm happy with it, but I don't know if I fucked the story up. I'm probably going to send this script out to like a coverage service, not the Blacklist, someone else. And also share it with some writer friends and some other trusted readers just to get some feedback to see if the change works. And then, you know, I've also been working on other stuff, trying to come up with ideas, flesh out some ideas, think of what I need to work on next. My other romantic comedy, I want to do a polish on that so that it's up to speed, you know, everything is cool with that. So that's where I am as far as actually writing scripts. Also, as y'all know, I've entered contests, applied for fellowships and opportunities, whatever, and I got several rejections recently. There was the Script Lab free screenplay competition, and their email said, the quarterfinalists for the TSL free screenplay contest have been determined, and unfortunately, Potter's Field was not chosen to advance. We know this news is disappointing, but don't let it discourage you. We had to pass on a lot of quality writers and scripts this round. Now, of course, I was a little bummed out, as I think anyone would be upon learning that a contest they entered, you know, they didn't win or they didn't advance. But it was fine. It was what it was. But then, maybe about a day or two later, I got a notification about the Nickel Fellowship, which also stated that I did not advance to the quarterfinals. Here's what they said, though. To describe the 2021 Academy Nickel Fellowships competition as competitive doesn't fully convey the multitude of wonderful scripts we received. So many compelling and entertaining stories, intriguing and engaging characters, and strong craft were noted among the record 8,191 entries. Sadly, though, not everyone is able to advance. Regrettably, Potter's Field was not one of the 360 entries to advance to the quarterfinals. Some encouraging news. Your script is among the top 15% of all entries, but was short of the total needed to advance to the quarterfinal round. While I wasn't happy about not advancing to the quarterfinals, I did feel a little bit of validation. It's just like, okay, you know, you were in the top 15% of all entries. I mean, no, for what it's worth. I mean, that did make me feel good. I got on Twitter and I tweeted about this. It's just like, oh man, you know, whatever, top 15%, gotta count for something, right? And the response was, I love the Twitter community, the Twitter screenwriting community. There's a lot of just outpouring of encouragement. Everyone's just like, you know, keep at it. You're there, you're getting there. You should be proud of yourself. I'm just really thankful for a lot of the people that I know in this community and encourage me and encourage everyone else. I mean, that's one of the beautiful things about it, is that by and large, screenwriting Twitter is a positive group. And everyone seems to look out for everyone, and everyone encourages everyone else. We just want to see everyone succeed and, you know, do what we can to help facilitate that. So when all these people responded to my tweet about the Nickel Fellowship, it made me feel good. So to y'all, I say thank you. Thank you to my screenwriting Twitter peeps. But something interesting that came out of that, I got a request from a manager to read my script. He saw my tweet and he's just like, hey, I'll read it. And this manager happened to be on the list of managers that I've been querying. I just hadn't gotten to their name yet. So I was like, oh, you want to read it? Shit, yeah, I will send it. I'll send it on. And then another manager tweeted, not to me, not in response to me, but just tweeted to all of the quarterfinalists and, the Nickel Fellowship, I want to take a look at your script. So hit me up, whatever. So I hit him up. I was just like, look, I didn't advance to the quarterfinals, but they did say that it was in the top 15% of all entries. It's got to count for something, right? So I was just like, I'm hoping, if I ask nice enough, pretty please, will you take a look at it? He was like, yeah, hell yeah, send it on over. So all these submission agreements, I had to print out, fill out, PDF them, send them in along with my script, and Potter's Field is out there now. I mean, at this point, it's out there. Enough people have heard about it, enough people have requested it, enough people are looking at it, so it's out there. I will say, unfortunately, the first manager that requested it, they did get back to me and they passed. They said, unfortunately, we got to pass on this, but do not hesitate to reach out to us with another script, another project. So that makes me feel like maybe Potter's Field just wasn't for them, or wasn't for them right now. But the fact that they left the door open for me to submit again, that they were open to reading something else that I've written, that makes me feel like they must have seen something. They must have liked something about the script, or maybe they like my voice, or maybe it was my respectful approach. They're just like, okay, well, this guy's not an asshole, so if he hits us up again, yeah, we'll take a look. I don't know, but that's what I'm taking from this. So even though with that first manager, it was a pass, like I said, the door is open for me to reach out to them again, so I'm at least happy about that. And Potter's Field is out there with a few more managers, so who knows, maybe one of them will like it. Maybe one of them will like me and my voice enough to say, hey, let's get you signed and let's get you work, let's get you out there. We'll see. So I'm ready to work, y'all. I've got the materials. I've got the materials. Let's do this. But something else I've been thinking about is that, I'm getting older. And this pandemic, I feel like, has already stolen like a year and a half of my life. And I got to do more if I'm trying to break into this industry. Like, it's not enough to just write the bomb screenplay or 3 and hope that someone is going to take that chance. And so I've really been thinking a lot about shooting a short film. I've actually thought about doing this for a while now, but again, pandemic and everything, I was just like, I can't really maneuver like I want to, can't really reach out to people and deal with people in person like I want to, but whatever. I've had this idea for a while, so I decided to write it. Short script, about 15 pages, something that I could easily do. And I've really started just doing the research. What do I need as far as equipment? I mean, got a camera and lights and sound equipment, but what more do I need in order to shoot this film? So I started doing research. I've been looking at ways to craft a budget for something like this, how to find actors, how to raise money through crowdfunding, all sorts of things. But I'm really now thinking that this is what I need to do. Make a short film, have something. And who knows, this might lead to making several short films. Maybe one day making like a no-budget feature. But I feel like I'm gonna need to have more than just screenplays in order to get any kind of attention and in order to break into this industry. Because like I said, I don't have time on my side. Time is not on my side anymore. And it's definitely getting harder and harder to stand out from the crowd. And I just kind of feel like if I at least have something that showcases my voice, showcases my skills, then maybe that will be the thing that pushes me over the edge. I found a couple of books I'm gonna read to kind of help me on this part of the journey. Cheap movie tricks. I don't even know how I came across this, but I did, and someone else that I know, turns out that they've read it. They were just like, that's a great resource. It's a wonderful resource. As a matter of fact, knowing that you're reading that, Jay, is going to make me go back and reread it. So it's by Ricky Bird, Cheap Movie Tricks, and Fast, Cheap, and Under Control by John Gaspard. Now, I saw someone on Twitter actually reading this. Now it's just like, I'm just going to have to jack your steez. I'm just going to have to, copy you and get that and read that myself. And again, seems like a great resource as far as creating your own project, your own film project, and doing it on the cheap. Not to mention just all the wealth of information and resources that are found online, and other people that I know who've crowdfunded their film projects or, put together independent DIY projects, so I'm just going to ask some questions and see what happens. So yeah, short film is on the list of things that I'm going to try to get done. I'm going to try to get that done by next year sometime. I kind of feel like 2020 is donezo, but I need time to research and raise money and do all that stuff anyway. So I'm hoping that by next year, I'll have that short film done and ready to do something with. So that's the writing update. That's what's going on with me. So I'm going to try to switch things up. This really doesn't matter because it's not like anyone is sitting by the computer waiting on my video to drop on Tuesday and Friday. I know that you all watch these videos whenever you get the opportunity, so sure, this is not going to matter much to anyone, but my plan now is to drop videos on Sunday and Thursday. I think that that's going to work out a lot better for me, so there you have it. And now I'm done, so see you in the next one. Peace.